Good evening and welcome to Source 16 News at 10. I'm Tammy Hancock. Thanks for joining us. New this hour, the last defendant in a crack cocaine distribution ring in the Christian County area was sentenced in federal court today. Chief District Court Judge Thomas B. Russell sentenced Dwayne Michael Joseph to 20 years in prison with 10 years supervised release after he was convicted by a federal jury on January 18th of conspiracy to distribute 50 grams of crack cocaine. According to evidence presented at trial, between June 2007 and June 2009 in Christian County and elsewhere, the total amount of crack cocaine distributed by the conspiracy was in excess of 100 kilograms with a street value of about $1,000 per gram. 20 Western Kentucky residents, mostly from Christian County, were prosecuted, convicted, and sentenced in connection to the crack cocaine distribution ring. In other news, after a month-long investigation by state police, a former City of Mayfield employee was charged with theft this morning for allegedly misusing over $12,000 of union funds. Former Mayfield firefighter 44-year-old Wes Rhodes turned himself in to authorities and was charged with 3 counts of theft by unlawful taking over $500. The investigation began in late April after Mayfield city officials contacted state police regarding the theft of firefighter union dues. The investigation revealed that Rhodes had taken about $2,900 in union dues dating back to 2010. According to police, Rhodes also had used a credit card for personal purchases in excess of $8,000 and took about $1,600 from a union wellness account. State police say no City of Mayfield funds were found to be taken during the investigation. Rhodes was lodged in the Graves County Jail. An Elkton man was killed in a head-on collision in Todd County last night. Kentucky State Police say 73-year-old William Ewing was traveling on Kentucky 181 around 6 o'clock last night when he failed to negotiate a curve, which caused him to cross the center line into oncoming traffic and crash head-on into a vehicle driven by 26-year-old Kelly Carter Hurt of Lewisburg. Ewing was transported to Jenny Stewart Medical Center where he was pronounced dead by the Christian County coroner. Carter Hurt was not injured. Electric crews today were out again across western Kentucky, continuing to make repairs and restore power to thousands of residents after a line of storms with damaging winds swept across the region last night. At the peak of the outages around 12:30 last night, Pinnerall Electric spokesman Brent Gilkey reported the district had over 9,800 members without power. The locations of the major outages included the Cadiz district, where there were 41 outages that affected over 5,600 members. The Hopkinsville district had 24 outages affecting over 2,500 members that included the Cerulean substation and city of Pembroke. The Elkton district reported 20 outages affecting 640 members, and the Russellville district had 18 outages affecting about 1,000 members. As of news time, Gilkey told us that over 1,800 Cadiz customers and 77 Russellville customers were still without power. He says a few more outages in Cadiz should be restored by this evening, but it would probably be tomorrow afternoon before they were finished restoring power to all of the customers in Trigg County. In addition, Jackson Purchase Energy reported at the peak of the storm last night over 8,500 customers without power in Callaway, Marshall, and Graves counties. The line of severe storms that rode through the region last night prompted several tornado warnings in Callaway, Christian, and Trigg counties, leaving behind downed trees, power lines, and causing some structural damages, specifically in downtown Cadiz. But fortunately, there were no reports of any injuries. Meanwhile, the severe storms that moved across the area also caused more damage at Land Between the Lakes last night. As a result of the strong winds and pelting rain and hail, Forest Service staff members were out today assessing widespread damage to roads, campgrounds, and facilities. While most background areas and campgrounds remain open, Red Hollow Backcountry area and Rushing Creek Campground will not be open for Memorial Day weekend due to extensive storm damage. As of this morning, LBL officials report access to Energy Lake Campground is available from the north entrance on Road 134 only due to downed trees and power lines blocking Road 134 off the south entrance at US 6880. LBL officials are encouraging visitors to remain cautious of their surroundings because many trees are unstable due to saturated soil conditions and strong winds. For the most current condition, visitors should check the alerts and notices on LBL's website at lbl.org. Well, Jeffers Bend Environmental Center and Botanical Gardens held its annual fish release this afternoon just in time for Take Kids Fishing Day this weekend.
This is our 13th year of sponsoring an event for children ages 3 to 15 to come out and fish for prizes. It's a family get-together. It's an opportunity for adults and children to interact. It goes from 9 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the kids compete by catching fish, and then we tally up the results, and the children in 4 age groups that have caught the largest fish, the smallest fish, and the most fish each win a bicycle.
Representatives from Pennyroyal Resource and Conservation Development, North Fork Little River Committee, and the Jeffers Bend Steering Committee released hundreds of catfish to fill Little River and Jeffers Bend Lake for Saturday's event.
You know, our whole purpose in doing this is not only to hook fish, but to get hooked on each other as both adults and children. It gets the children away from the video games, the adults away from the television set, and gives us time to spend time together, which is something we need to do more of.
Officials also released Big Jeff. He's the giant catfish that all the kids want to catch. He's the target each year.
We released about 600 catfish, and as you saw, the largest one was, they estimated, I think, over 5 pounds, maybe close to 10 even. That was Big Jeff number 13. And the smallest one looked to me to be about a ½ pound in size. But these are all farm-raised catfish. About 600 of them were released, so the kids will have an opportunity to catch some really decent fish.
Dozens of bicycles were donated by Heritage Bank to be given away as door prizes for Saturday's fishing event. Several area students were chosen to receive college scholarship grants from the Kentucky Farm Bureau Education Foundation and individual county farm bureaus. KFB officials say over $269,000 from county and state programs were administered to students. Ezekiel Green of Graves County High School was awarded a $3,000 leadership and agriculture scholarship that is awarded to students of farm families attending a college or university in Kentucky. In addition, Emily Hatley of Graves County High School was awarded a $2,000 KFB Insurance Agents Association scholarship. Caleb Brown of Caldwell County High School and Mallory Taylor of Trigg County High School were each awarded a $1,000 KFB Federation scholarship. The Callaway County Farm Bureau awarded $500 scholarships each to Lauren Johnson and Alicia O'Brien at Callaway County High School and Amanda Winchester of Murray High School. The Christian County Farm Bureau awarded $2,000 scholarships each to Rachel Hampton of Heritage Christian Academy and Nicholas Lease, Janet Nikki C., and Erica Yates of Christian County High School. The Graves County Farm Bureau awarded $500 scholarships each to Graves County High School students Ezekiel Green, Reagan Grimes, Candace Reeves, and Dustin Selby. And the Hopkins County Farm Bureau awarded $2,000 scholarship each to Seth Ashby and Lauren LeGrand of Madisonville North Hopkins High School and Daniela Cook of Hopkins County High School. And Trigg County Farm Bureau awarded a $500 scholarship to Trigg County High School student Joel Thomas. There were a total of 210 students from across the state that were awarded college scholarship grants. Congratulations goes out to all of you scholarship recipients who displayed the greatest levels of academic excellence, who were involved in extracurricular activities and showed outstanding leadership abilities. Former Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld will be at Fort Campbell tomorrow to sign copies of his best-selling memoir, Known and Unknown. Proceeds from his book sales will reportedly go towards charitable organizations supporting troops and their families. Rumsfeld served twice as U.S. Secretary of Defense, first under President Gerald Ford and then President George W. Bush. We'll have more on this story coming up tomorrow night at 6 and 10. Some counties in our viewing area may be eligible for emergency grants to clean up solid waste from the recent flood damage. Governor Steve Beshear today announced that approximately $780,000 is being awarded in emergency grants to help 26 counties eliminate dumps generated by flooding. Participating counties may elect a grant of up to $30,000 depending on their assessment of the cost to deal with the solid waste caused by flooding in their counties. All grantees must provide a 25% match to their grant amount. The governor says counties may collect the municipal solid waste from residents or may establish one more collection points to which residents can deliver such solid waste for disposal by the county. Grant amounts are not available until all applications are received. The following counties in our viewing area are among the 26 counties eligible to apply for the emergency dump grant: Ballard, Callaway, Carlisle, Christian, Fulton, Graves, Livingston, Marshall, Ohio, and Trigg. In other news, Christian County Sheriff's deputies are currently investigating an alleged rape that occurred early this morning. The 30-year-old female victim told deputies she got into the car with a man at Penarol Homes to get alcohol, and when she got into his car, he drove to Pembroke and raped her in the parking lot of a convenience store. A deputy transported the victim to Jenny Stewart Medical Center for treatment. A Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, supervisor was flown to Nashville after a single vehicle wreck in Montgomery County late yesterday afternoon. Around 5:40, Clarksville Police spokesman Officer Jim Knowles says 78-year-old Stuart Edward White was driving east on Dover Road when near Paula Drive. He crossed into the westbound lanes and hit a telephone pole, causing the vehicle to roll over. White was extricated from the car and life-flighted to Vanderbilt Medical Center in Nashville, where police say he is listed in critical condition. White was part of the FEMA team assisting Stewart County with their disaster recovery operations after a tornado hit the area earlier this week. Well, do you know how to do the chicken dance? Employees at Hopkinsville Probation and Parole Office do. Despite starting the workday with clouds in the sky this morning, employees were in high spirits. Early this morning, they dressed up in costumes to celebrate raising over $2,000 to go towards Kentucky Employees Charitable Campaign.
The KECC supports 6 different charitable organizations, and they distribute the money accordingly. And we picked United Way, because they help a lot of people around Hopkinsville. So, we want to give back to the community.
Since 1993, KECC has provided a way for employees to donate money to several charitable organizations. According to Garner, 21 out of 43 employees donated money from their paychecks or by giving a lump sum.
It's a statewide thing, and they help a lot of people out. The community helps us, and then we give back to the community.
Through generous donations from state employees and the community, over $1.1 million was raised last year. Definitely not something you see in downtown Hopkinsville every day.